It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears and themselves. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Hey, Steve. What's the defense out there? Now let's the ball defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Off play action, Fields. And that one going to come up short, low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Jones now in motion left. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kari Blossingame. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Fields. Steps away. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Going on the ground with Homer.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Mooney the motion man right. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion left goes Jones. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Again, Fields rolling to his left. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he will have the Bears 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
This is Homer. inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll run this with Homer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll run here with Foreman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A handoff as they run the counter play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Cairo Santos, who was briefly a member of the Bears, on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. We good. Let's go. House right here.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Foreman on first. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Fields looking in zone for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields on the move to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he floated one out there incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Herbert powering up the middle. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Foreman's going to get it again on second down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Fields. That is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Foreman is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal. Trying to run with Foreman. And this time he is in. Deontay Foreman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive the coach crazy.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
You know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 4th down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, it's Homer. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Matt Eberflus is going to take a risk here on 4th down. He is going to go for it. Now Fields. opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he's out right at the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On play action, Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd down. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. All eyes on Fields. Pass complete, Tunyon.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Fields. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was